We've got here 2 raw Worcester vases from the early 1900s, both damaged when we inherited them in 1996.
Yeah.
Wondering what you can do to make them better.
All right, well, let's get them out and have a look then. How did you get these, or how did they come into your hands?
Right, they belong to my wife,
Right.
and she inherited them from her granny Doris, who died in 1996. This one has lost just a nasty chip out of there, and this one is slightly more serious, that it's got quite severe cracking on the base, as if it's been dropped and smashed.
Yeah.
So, I'm hoping you guys can perform some magic and get them back to how they were.
Actually, what happened is it was broken in two pieces.
Yes.
And then someone put far too much glue in it,
Yes.
and the wrong glue as well. So the idea is just to take it apart,
Yes.
clean it very well, glue it back properly with the right adhesive,
Yes.
and do a bit of fill where it's necessary, and then it will look very good.
These vases date back to the early 1900s and were painted by Harry Stinton. A Royal Worcester artist for nearly 70 years, his work is highly coveted amongst porcelain collectors. Guillaume's first task is to steam clean the vase.
It does soften a bit the glue. You can see that it is moving a bit already. When I remove the glue, it's just like you see that the breakage is actually very clean. For me, it's a very good sign because it means that I just, with the steam cleaner, I finish to clean it a bit all around, and then I put it back, and then you would see the crack will disappear.
With all traces of glue and grime removed, a transparent adhesive is applied to stick the pieces back together. Guillaume uses a silicone mould to get an impression of the rim so he can recreate the damaged side.
So now I can feel like it's hard, so it has set, so I can remove it.
Using a resin paste that matches the colour of the porcelain, he fills in the chip and then leaves it to dry.
I'm very pleased, actually, because the filler went everywhere, so I don't have to add more. I think just sanding what there is would be enough.
After sanding down the excess, it's time to make a start on the tricky task of matching up the paintwork.
The acrylic tend to darken a bit when it dries, so it's always better to start a bit with a lighter color and then see how it dries after. You can't do it in only one layer. You have to build up a bit retouching with several layers.
When these vases came to the repair shop, one had a huge chip in the rim and the other had suffered a bodged repair. But Guillaume's skillful craftsmanship has returned them to near mint condition.
Look at that.
He's done a really good job.
Completely invisible. That is absolutely a work of art. The damage was in a really pertinent part of it. It wasn't hidden or anything. And it was so difficult to hide.
I think Granny Doris would be very, very pleased.
I think she would be
with that.
very pleased with that as well.
Great job.
That's
OK, that is
first
vase
class.
number 1. Let's have a look at vase number 2.
Oh, my goodness. You can't see any of it. It's as if it's just come out from being produced. I'm so pleased with that.
You mean
so
it?
beautiful.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
do mean it.
you-
Oh, thank you so much. I've got lipstick on you now. That is wonderful. 2 perfect vases in my
you go.
book. The vases mean a lot to me because they belong to my grandma, and we were very close. And for the future, now that they've been repaired, they'll go on for more generations, so we're really pleased.